Hey, Coach. So you guys got off to a slow start, but I saw you won the third quarter. What was said at halftime?
Just kind of implore our guys to come out and play at a high level. We were down 5, I believe, at the half, Ashley, and we had to take care of the ball. We had to keep them off the glass. They had 12 second chance points in that first half rather. And when we win games, we win third quarters. I think there's a definite correlation to that. When we come out focused, and the first 10 minutes of that third quarter were really impressive. We did a really poor job of closing that quarter. I think they closed on an 8-0 run. But the first 10 minutes, our defense was all over the place, and we were able to, kind of get the lead during that stretch. So they're a good team. This is a really good win to start the second half of the season on the road. Proud of our guys. And we talked about turnovers and not fueling their break. Did a really good job there. Talked about defending our paint. They lead the NBA in that regard. Did a really good job in that category as well. And second half, they only had 5 second chance points. So, this is a good win for us. Now we got to go home and see what the weather has in store for us and try to beat Dallas tomorrow night.
Mike Singer.
Hey, Michael. What happened to Nikola early in the third quarter, and was there ever any sentiment that he wasn't going to come back?
I believe he rolled his ankle. I haven't watched the film yet, but I think he took a shot. I'm not sure if the defender allowed him to land or not. I haven't seen the film, but he rolled his ankle, needed to come out. Got it looked at. I'm not sure if he got it retaped or what. Obviously, I was coaching the game that was going on at that point. But then about a minute later, during a timeout, as they were reviewing the Paul Millsap 3, he said to me, "Coach, I'm good. I want to go back in." And so, hey, let's get him back in before that ankle gets stiff. And, Nikola is a great player, 28, 15, and 7, only 1 turnover. And, anytime you can get a win like this on the road, it's terrific.
Nicole from Tab.
Hi, Coach. For the second part in the season, how much do you think your second unit are improved right now?
Yeah, the hardest thing for us is anytime you're trying to work players back into rotation that have been out. We went 4-0 in that last road trip going into the break. Facu was not available. Obviously, Paul Millsap wasn't available. JaMychal Green wasn't available. Gary Harris. And so to get Facu back, to get Paul back tonight, which is great, but you always wonder, how is this going to affect our chemistry on the court? And I think both Facu and Paul did a really good job for us in their minutes off the bench, which was great to see. So that group is going to have to continue to play well for us so we can give our starters rest. We don't want to run our starters into the ground. As I mentioned pregame, the schedule in the second half of the season is very condensed. So as much rest as we can give guys, that's going to be good for us as we move forward.
Alex Labadou.
Coach, how happy were you with the turnovers and just limiting their fast break?
Extremely. Alex, that was a huge point of emphasis yesterday, this morning, pregame. We know that they're the number 1 running team in the NBA, and you can never fuel their break. And the reason they're a great running team is that they lead the NBA in steals and forced turnovers. So to have only 12 and, more importantly, for just 9 points is terrific. That was a big part of our success tonight. I think Monte Morris deserves a ton of credit. I thought Monte's defense on one of the more talented young players in the league, and Ja Morant, was exceptional. Obviously, it wasn't just Monte, but Monte took that challenge head on. And I thought, just like in the OKC game when he guarded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I thought, your defense always starts on the ball, and Monte led that charge tonight.
Nikias Duncan.
How you doing, Coach? You mentioned the defense stepping up in the second half. One thing that stood out to me was the way that Denver kind of shut down Memphis's actions flowing out of an empty corner. Was that an emphasis for you heading into this game?
I think it's an emphasis almost every game we play. Try to be the aggressor, try to be physical, try to own your spot. And I think the game is all about separation. Good offensive teams, good offensive players are able to create it, and good defensive players and good defensive teams are able to negate that separation. And I thought we had some really good examples of that. Like Jamal Murray, when you're one of your best players goes 1 for 14 from the field and you still get the win, that says a lot about all the other guys picking up Jamal. And Jamal apologizes to me after the game. So you don't have to apologize. You went out there, you competed, you played hard. Your shot just didn't go down tonight. That's going to happen. But I thought he was effective in other areas, and I'm sure Jamal will be great tomorrow night. But yeah, we try to be physical and get into people and take away their airspace whenever possible.
Vinny Benedetto.
Hey, Michael, it seemed like another step in the right direction for Will Barton again. I think he was a team high plus 15. What'd you like most about what he did out there?
Well, his efficiency, Vinny, 21 points, as you mentioned, 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3, and some really big baskets down the stretch. Will was joking last night at practice that he used to play in this arena when he was in college. I think he always likes coming back here. He's used to this atmosphere, these rims, the arena. So, we don't win this game without Will's productivity throughout the game, but more importantly, late down the stretch, him stepping up and having the courage to take and make some big, big shots.
All right, we got time for one more. We're going to end with Esteban Abed.
Hi, coach from Córdoba, Argentina. Tonight, hello. Tonight, the team reduced the turnovers and forced Memphis have a lot of turnovers. It's all right if I say the defense win the game of tonight?
Yeah, I think defense overall, Esteban, was terrific. I think, as we mentioned earlier, your defense always starts with your offense. And if we would have turned the ball over tonight and given them runouts and easy points, it would have been a really hard game to win. So I think that was the starting point, our ability to value the ball at a high level. 27 assists, only 12 turnovers is a great number against this team especially. And then once we didn't do that, I thought we did a really good job overall of defending, of rebounding. Yes, they made 14 threes. That number's got to come down, but we're 10-4 in our last 14 games. And in that stretch, Esteban, our defense has been terrific. And that has to continue as we move forward in the second half.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.